Peace and blessings, everybody, and welcome back to a good episode of this YouTube channel. First things first, I want to thank you all for helping me get to 500 subscribers. And in this episode, I would like to do something special for y'all. If you have been watching my channel, a lot of my videos, you may have heard me allude to me living in China during and after my college years. When I was in college, I not only majored in communications, but I minored in Chinese language and culture. In fact, I studied abroad in China and became an ambassador for my university for any Chinese exchange students or guests that came to my university. Even during my senior year, for a whole semester, due to my Chinese teacher dealing with some personal family issues, she entrusted me to teach her beginner level Chinese class because of my efficiency in the Chinese language. I haven't been in China for years, and I don't get to practice a lot since moving back to the States, but China has a very special place in my heart, and I still keep my friends and the nation in my prayers. With that being said, in this episode, I want to recite a poem called The Treasures of Life by Qing Emperor KangXi. Emperor KangXi is considered one of the longest reigning emperors, which I believe he reigned for about 61 years, and he's also considered one of the greatest emperors of China's history. The reasons why historians consider him one of the greatest Chinese emperors is for a multitude of reasons. One of them being his expansion of the Chinese territories, his scholarly attributes such as the KangXi dictionary. But the accomplishments that I want to key in on is his openness to the scriptures, to Christianity, and really Catholicism. The Catholic missionaries really came through but Christianity was already kind of in China already, just not open. Many of the past Chinese emperors were a little intolerant to Christianity due to the fact that China was traditionally a Confucius nation. But going back to KangXi, interesting enough, he wrote poetry and was very much inspired by the scriptures, seemingly. It is not certain if he became a Christian or a Catholic or whatever, but by his poetry, you can tell that he was moved by possibly the Most High God of the Scriptures. Now, look, I am not a Catholic, and I do separate biblical Christianity from Catholicism, but nonetheless, let's read this beautiful Chinese poem called The Treasures of Life, or in its Chinese translation, 生命之宝。天上宝日月星辰，地上宝五谷金银，国需宝正直忠臣，家需宝孝子贤孙，黄金白玉非为宝，只有生命一世闲。百岁3万6千日，若无生命最可怜，来时糊涂去时亡，空渡人生梦一场，口中吃尽百和味，身上穿成朝服衣，五湖四海为上客，如何落在帝王家？世间最大为生死，白玉黄金也枉然。淡饭清粥充一饥，锦衣那着几千年。天门久为初人闭，福路全是圣子通。我愿接受圣子，儿子名分得永生。Forgive me if my Chinese was bad for all those who can speak the language. Again, I do not practice Chinese nearly enough due to the fact that I've been there for a couple of years now. And I'm just a little rusty, but I hope you enjoy that. I will give you the translation. And the translation of that poem is this. Heaven's treasures are the sun, moon, and stars. Earth's treasures are grain, gold, and silver. A kingdom's treasures are righteous officials. A family's treasures are filial offsprings. Gold and jade are not real treasures. Only a life of tranquility is. To live to 100 is only 36,000 days. Without purpose, life is abject misery. We come confused and we leave dying. An empty life is meaningless as a dream. I have tasted the best of 100 flavors. I have worn only the finest court clothes. My guests are the most esteemed in all the world. How is it that I am born as an emperor? The greatest event in the world is life and death. Gold and jade are meaningless then. Even plain rice and porridge can satisfy. But the finest clothes can't last 1,000 years. Long was heaven's doors been shut by the first man. The blessed way is opened by the sacred Son. I am willing to receive the sacred Son of God, to have the birthright of a son to eternal life. I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like a man that was saved. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll see you next time. And remember, the truth shall make you free. Peace.